greeting. What's up, family? Welcome into the room. Greetings, folks. Lizzie, good to see you. Beanie Goddess. Beanie Goddess, sorry. Ike Wolf, I see you in the room. Greetings. I see everyone is joining us. Adam Granger, welcome to you. Glad to see you. Jasmine Gonzalez, what's up? Glad to see you back with us. Advocate just poked his head in real quick. Also known as New Eurekan Poets Cafe. It's really Advocate, y'all. He's back there with us. Joski is here with us. Always looking very intently at first, figuring things out. We see Mr. Tezazomok is here with us. Welcome. Catman Bill. All right, Ike, I'll let Advocate know that you would like to share screen for your go. I saw you jump on Mr. Tezazomok. Rosalind Diaz, what's up, Roz? It's been a minute, boo. Glad to see you in the room. All right, I am Ray J, and I'm your host for the evening. The way that we start off, we usually give our friends a little time to come in and join us. It's 9 p.m. on Thursday. People are taking whatever energy they have left to show up places, so we appreciate you. All right, I see Bill Elkins out here from California representing. Hey, Bill, greetings. Hey, Melinda. Yes, I greet you, and I encourage you all to greet each other in the chat. Make sure you say hello, right, to the family that's in the room with you, and we will get started in just a bit. Catman Bill's looking like he's taking a nap. That's what I need. That's what I need, Catman. You got the right posture. I'm jealous. Okay. All right, cool. Let me just how's everyone doing? Jasmine is checking the temperature in the room. Xanadu, hey. Greetings. Welcome back, Xanadu. Be glad to see you as well. Hey. What's up? Gustav is just joining us as well with the good stuff. In just a bit. I know I can just let Advocate know. I like to share screen, and I am going to be dropping the list in the chat so the folks that are here can take a look and you can see where you landed. So that is the guaranteed list for the evening. We will jump in and explain to you how you could have gotten on the guaranteed list and what to do if you are not on there. And one of those things to do is not the freak out. So don't worry. Okay, we got you. Don't bug out. Okay. All right. So you have found yourself at the Thursday night online open mic that is presented to you by the classic, the vintage, the original New Eurekan Poets Cafe. And I am your host for the evening. That is It's Ray Jane, ITSRAYJANE. If you like my vibe and style for the evening, or you just want to figure out how to get back on next time, you can always follow me on Instagram at It's Ray Jane or Facebook at Ray Jane as well. And you get a little reminder every Wednesday night on how to get on what we call the guaranteed list. So on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, we are sharing music, comedy, and poetry. Each person that is on the guaranteed list are the folks that signed up 24 hours ahead of time at the neweurekan.org full events calendar. And then on the Thursday of choice, they picked the 9 p.m. slot and artist ticket. And when did they do that? 24 hours ahead of time. So since we're spitting together at 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, then sign up is at 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. And for those folks who didn't make it or forgot and did show up this evening, if you're not on the good luck round, don't fret. We have something called, rather, you're not on the guaranteed list, rather. Don't fret. We have something called the good luck round. So we usually save about 5 to 10 spaces for those folks who forget to get on or don't get on and still want to get on, So send me a private message, also known as a Zoom DM, okay? And let me know that you would like to share if you do not see yourself on the guaranteed list, okay? And I'll be dropping that once more for the folks who might have joined us after it was dropped in the first place. All right. And so This is a supportive space. The only real rule that we have up in here is that you are respectful. So there will be no hate speech. If you get cute, you will get the boot. And who's going to give it to you? The New Eurekan Poets Cafe Box, also known as Advocate of Words, our program manager. Shout out to him in the background, holding us down, making sure that this room is safe. So if you see something that you don't like, don't be shy about it. Please let us know. This is your space and it is free for a reason. We have some sponsors that we're going to take a second to give thanks to, who make these free spaces for us allowed to be safe, okay? Because we, need a little money every now and then. So shout out to the National Endowment for the Arts, the New York State Council on the Arts, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Amazon Literary Partnership, New York Community Trust. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you would like to add yourself to that list with a tax-deductible donation, you can find us at theneweurekan.org/contribute or Cash App $New Eurekan Poets Cafe. All right, so for the folks who are on the guaranteed list and the folks that get on the good luck round, please do have your pronouns, your IG handles, how you want us to call you in your box with you. Please also be prepared to share your Venmos, your PayPal links, your Instagrams, your website, so that we can find you in the chat when it's your time to go. And speaking of time to go, guess what? It's time to go. Okay, so we are going to get started. And the first person on our list has not made it into the room yet, so we will give him some time. Ed, he gotta cool down. He's a hot guy, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna let him get some air while we move on to the next person on the list, who is always bringing us some gusto. That is Gustav. Please unmute yourself and let us know what's up.
Hey, Ray Jane, how you doing? Good. Great to see you, everyone. Okay, I have two pieces. One is an original, one's a cover. Here we go. Cunningling Gustav is what I bring. Yes, my dear, of thee I sing. Your charms take me to outer space. Come now, babe, sit on my face. Let's let go in a zero orgy, free from constraints of gravity, a blank canvas for our depravity, expand our minds' insanity, feeling utterly, totally free. Down on earth they suffer, you see. From here it's a big blue dot. Both of us are getting hot. Our global's warming, our storm god's storming. We are fucking above it all now, eternally locked in the blissful wow. And this, my friends, is The Second Coming by William Butler Yeats. Turning and turning in the widening gyre, the falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart, the center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. The blood-dimmed tide is loosed, and everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are filled with passionate intensity. Surely some revelation is at hand. Surely the second coming is at hand. The second coming! Hardly are those words out when a vast image out of Spiritus Mundi troubles my sight. Somewhere in the sands of the desert, a shape with lion body and head of a man, a gaze blank and pitiless as the sun, is moving its slow thighs, while all about it reel shadows of the indignant desert birds. The darkness drops again, but now I know that 20 centuries of stony sleep were vexed to nightmare by a rocking cradle. And what rough beast, its hour come round at last, slouches towards Bethlehem to be born. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, some fresh shit and some classic shit, okay? Everybody, please unmute yourselves and give Gustav some love. Hold on. Please go ahead and unmute yourselves and give them some love.
Yes, love that.
Come on, Gusto, with all that gusto.
Right.
You know how you do. Come on, man.
That was wonderful, man.
Yeah. All right, all right. We getting in the room, we warming up. Shout out to Elemental in the background, always making sure we got the energy in the room. We appreciate you. All right, we see Ed has joined us in the room. So Ed, if you are ready, you are going to be up. Okay, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself.
Hello, everyone. Hope everybody ready to have some fun underneath the steamy sun. Ed Flametastic's my name, and XC is my game. Hope everyone ready to ignite their flames. All right. This one is called The Burning Abyss. In the darkness, our tongues dance with eyes open wide. The moonlight spread across our naked canvas. The outside subsides while we ride the raging tides, our tangle inside the scorching abyss. In the darkness, your tinted lips quickly allure to mine. My passion suddenly awakens. I taste the ginger engulfing my mind. The dancing embers transcend without end. In the darkness, the quiet heartbeats loudly sing inside our chests. Our dull pain suddenly dies. There was no time to sleep or rest. The fireworks inside our hides. In the darkness, your soft, lonely hands pull and caressed, our bodies aching from the touch, our longing to fuse chest to chest. Our burning bodies were open for the breathtaking rush. In the darkness, you slowly lower your soft, moist heat. My towering shaft hardens with power. You impelled it by making me your seat, the increased stimulation of our scorching shower. In the darkness, our moans passionately escape into the air. You grind your curvy hips in tight motion. The wet affair leaves our bodies bare, our sweat and light becoming our lotion. In the darkness, your only fibers are sucking me into moist canals. The ecstasy overwhelm our senses. Our flesh glows more than candles. Our moans quickly dispenses. In the darkness, my manly hands holding to your hips, that wild passion fuel our loins. I kept sucking your nips. Our bodies shine like polished coins. In the darkness, the lights linger in the darkness. Faster and harder was enough. The gyrating state of bliss. The rough pace is full of sensational stuff. In the darkness, the electrifying orgasmic rage into our collision. Your moist walls collapse around my hardness. The sexual edition of our hidden competition. The big shivers were sealed by a melting kiss. In the darkness, our minds return to unknown land of pleasure. The ecstasy of reaching our peak. Our veins are full of boiling pressure. Our bodies remain still and weak. In the darkness, we rest inside our love nest. The sheets cover our naked bodies. The morning sun covers our flesh. We are illuminated zest that we sleepily detest. Thank you.
Yes, Ed, that was extra spicy this evening. Please unmute yourselves and give Ed some love.
Glad you like it.
Woo! Fire!
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
Start calling that cat
Way to go,
Senor
Ed.
Abillero.
Nicely done.
Let's go.
Y'all are real sensual this evening. Let me find out there's a mood in here. Okay. Hey, I'm not mad at it. All right. All right. Next person to keep the mood going and probably bringing us some music to go along with it is Bill Elkins, representing from California. All right. Please unmute yourself and welcome back.
Hi, Ray Jane. Greetings, everybody from Long Beach. I'd like to do a cover song tonight. It's one of the best anti-war songs I think ever written by Buffy St. Marie back in the 60s. It's called Universal Soldier. I hope you like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 5'2" and he's 6'4". He fights with missiles and with spears. He's all of 31 and he's only 17. Been a soldier for 1,000 years. He's a Catholic, a Hindu, an atheist, a Jain, a Buddhist and a Baptist and a Jew. And he knows he shouldn't kill, and he knows he always will. Kill for me, my friend, and me for you. And he's fighting for Canada. He's fighting for France. He's fighting for the USA. And he's fighting for the Russians, and he's fighting for Japan. And he thinks we'll put an end to war this way. And he's fighting for democracy. He's fighting for the Reds. He says it's for the peace of all. He's the one who must decide who's to live and who's to die. And he never sees the writing on the wall. But without him, how would Hitler have condemned him at Labow? Without him, Caesar would have stood alone. He's the one who gives his body as a weapon of the war. And without him, all this killing can't go on. He's the universal soldier, and he really is to blame. His orders come from far away no more. They come from here and there, and you and me, and brothers, can't you see? This is not the way we put the end to war. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, Bill, that's right. Down with the war, man. I'm sad we're still singing the same songs, but glad.
Oh, always will.
Right? Please unmute
Yep.
yourselves and give Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Love that
Oh,
song.
Right
yes,
on.
That lyricism, Bill. Thank you for bringing that energy, man. Really.
Okay.
Really go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Got all kind of activists in this room. Shout out to the artists who are allowing their artwork to be activism. Right? Put it to work. Put it to work. Thank you for that. All right. Next person up who is doing just that with her books on books on books is Lizzie. Please unmute yourself. Do your thing.
Thank you. Beanie blessings to you, Ray J, and our community. You can find me on IG, mostly ES_Strauss. This poem is called One Statement Among Many Questions. Why do we write poems? Why do we take the time to sort our thoughts into quatrains, connect our dots in forms, stylize poetry where 9 words become unexpected episodic journeys? Will we ever stop asking questions? Will we continue to repeat the same information to evolve or deny our future? Will we ever not be able to compare ourselves to others and enjoy our own thoughts and patterns? We know how to get out of others' ways. When will we get out of our own? To finish the poem. But will a poem ever be complete? Why do we write poems? Thank you.
Because it's fun, Lizzie. Because we have to. Because we really do.
It is, because it is fun. Absolutely.
Thank you for that. Please unmute yourselves and give Lizzie some love.
He got it.
Hey,
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sam.
Oh,
Because it's
Lizzie,
deadpan
what a
dope.
question. Nicely
It's
done.
deadpan dope,
Thank you,
indeed.
Sam.
Welcome.
elemental.
Right? Elemental keeps us aware of how loud we should be. You know what I mean? Just in case we don't know. You know, he makes sure we know we can take up space in this room. And we need those reminders. And we also love to be asked those questions, right? Why do you do it? Why do you love it? Why do you keep coming back to it? Right? Thankfully, it's still here for us. Sometimes we abandon the poetry, sometimes it abandons us, but never really. It's usually just here waiting for you to return. So we thank you, Lizzie, for that reminder. All right, next person to return to the poetry is, oh, this is an oldie but goodie, right? In the community forever, for a long time, and we love and miss you, Rosalind Diaz, representing the BX side. Please unmute yourself, my dear. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Roz, you just muted yourself.
What the hell? I've been away for too long. So this piece is called 21 Days, and I wrote it today. It goes like this. I heard it takes 21 days to break a habit. Never thought I'd be abstinent from you. I was intoxicated in the best ways as you love bombed your way into my minefields. I heard I'm just 12 steps away from learning how to quit you, my latest indulgence. 12 steps, 21 days, and what feels like a lifetime away from forgiveness. I could only pray that your daughter never feels this pain. 12 steps, 21 days, but I have countless texts and an abundance of gifts and just enough memories to miss you still. I keep asking myself why, knowing you're not worthy of my energy or time, am I still in recovery? 21 days and 12 steps away from giving up on the pieces of me you got to keep as proof of your victory. And suddenly the only one I truly have to forgive is me. Luckily, I'm only 21 days and 12 steps away from freedom. End poem.
That's why we miss you, Roz. Don't leave us like that no more, okay? So glad to see you back. You're welcome. Please unmute yourself and give Roz some love.
Roz,
Woo.
incredible. Really well
Way
written.
to go, Roz.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roz, that's how you come back and show them. This is what it is. Dope, Roz. Good to hear you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome. You are so welcome. And oh, yes, sometimes it takes 21 days. Sometimes it takes 21 weeks to shake some people out your life. But definitely pruning is welcome and necessary. We thank you again for the reminder. So good to see your face. It's been so long. It's been so long. We love it. We always want y'all to come back. You know, we understand real life happens and your heartstrings get pulled elsewhere, or you just got shit to do. So we appreciate you for coming back anyway, because we're happy whenever you return. All right. All right, cool. Oh, that just made my whole night. I miss you, Raz. Okay. Next person up to make our night is Joski. All right. I think he's gonna sing to us. Maybe he'll poem to us and sing to us. Let's see. Let's see. What's up, Joski?
Hey, Ray Jane.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you. So tonight I sing a song I wrote when my dad died, and I sing it tonight on marking the occasion of his passing. I feel like a young man whose body's grown old. Soon I'll be stripped right down to my soul. Here's to the mystery I'll soon comprehend. Join me as I lift my glass once again. Sweet red vermouth, like the juice of my youth, now forever is gone. I'm looking beyond. Oh, time is a mystery, leaves us confused. So pour me another sweet red vermouth. I'm looking skyward, hoping to see the sweet face of Jesus smiling at me. Feeling unfettered, light as the truth. So pour me another sweet red vermouth. surrounded by suns. Is my work all done? Oh, may all my grandchildren find their way, God willing, to lead a good life in this world filled with strife. I'll soon be unshackled from these anchors of bone. You'll be on your own till you find your way home. And my beautiful wife, she's the light of my life. Oh, and I hate to leave, but you know I believe a few spins of this planet, brief moments in time, till again I'll be holding this sweet bride of mine. I'll soon be unshackled from these anchors of bone. To lighter than laughter I'll fly on my own. Soon this old world will be fading from view, so pour me another sweet red vermouth. I'll soon be unshackled from these anchors of bone. To lighter than laughter I'll fly on my own. Soon this old world to be fading from view, so pour me another sweet red vermouth. Surrounded by daughters, but the air feels like water. Surrounded by sons, is my work all done? Oh, may all my grandchildren find their way, God willing, to lead a good life in this world filled with strife. I'll soon be unshackled from these anchors of bone. To lighter than laughter I'll fly on my own. Soon this old world to be fading from view, so pour me another sweet red vermouth. I'll soon be unshackled. I am completely lost. Oh, time is a mystery we can't comprehend. How can a circle come to an end? Yes, time is a mystery, leaves us confused. So pour me one more glass of sweet red vermouth.
That was beautiful, Josie. Thank you.
I got lost in a circle of verses.
Okay, no such thing. That's where we needed to go, right? We went where we needed to go. Thank you for taking us. Please unmute yourselves
Thank
and
you,
give
sister.
Josie some love.
Beautiful, Joski.
Thank you, Roz.
sharing, Joski.
Joski, beautiful, beautiful, man.
Just
Wonderful song.
We need to do what we can to get Joski a Grammy for that song, man. That's timeless, Joski. Timeless.
Absolutely beautiful. Your songwriting is spectacular. Please do make sure after you perform to check out the chat. There's a lot of love for you there. We have a saying here, we don't want you to leave any love behind. So please make sure you check the chat after your performances. Sometimes you think your poetry, your songs, your performances are just for you, but they're often for many other people in the room that resonate with your words and your memories all the same. So thank you for sharing your dad with us, Josie, and of course your art. Thank you. All right. So please believe Joski is just as amazing on the Zooms as he is in person. You know, some of us have had the privilege of meeting him in summers past. As the world reopens, the new Yo is both virtual and in person. So I just want to take a second just to remind you of all the things that we've got going on at the new Yo, just about every day of the week. On Monday nights, if you think Thursday is fun and you want to get a little, go to the circus as we call it, please do come out to the Monday night online open mics that are hosted by Advocate of Words, the OG doing the thing for us. Same sign up rules 24 hours ahead of time at the nuyorican.org. If you like your kicks in person, you can come out to the Monday night open mic that's hosted by Supreme at 8 p.m. In person, in the house, in the bricks. Wednesdays, usually the first Wednesday of every month, just past yesterday, we have Women Orator Wednesdays. That is, of course, hosted by Destiny. And then we also have the Beatniks open mic as well. And then on Fridays, we have the Friday night poetry slam that's hosted by Jive Poetic. And Wednesday nights, we also have an open poetry slam hosted by Advocate of Words. And this weekend, for those folks who are in New York City and tri-state area, we have our next hybrid open mic. So that's half the folks are on the Zooms and half the folks are in the house. All right, so that's 7 p.m. and hosted by Advocate of Words. Do come out. It's usually a lot of fun. And then followed by our karaoke after party that's hosted by none other than Paul Conqueso. And if nothing else, an excuse to get lick it up and sing with your friends. Okay, so if that's a goal of yours for the weekend, we do invite you to come out and do it with us. Okay, so Saturday at 7 p.m. I believe the doors open at 6:30. Come through. We want to see you on the Zooms and in real life. Okay, so in the meantime, let's jump back to the Zoom world. And the next person up is Mr. Teza Zomog. Please unmute yourself and do your thing.
Hey Ray Jane, how are you?
Good, welcome back.
Music today, so here we go. It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her makeup and brushes her long blonde hair. And then she asks me, do I look alright? And I say, you look wonderful tonight. We go to a party and everybody turns to see this beautiful lady that is walking around with me. And then she asked me, do you feel alright? And I say yes, I feel wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful because I see the love light in your eyes, and the wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I love you. It's time to go home now, and I've got an aching headache. So I give her the car keys. She helps me to bed, and then I tell her as I turn out the light, I said, darling, you were wonderful tonight. Oh, my darling, you were wonderful tonight.
Yes, it's because it's almost my darling. You were wonderful tonight. Thank you for sharing.
You too, Ray Jane, and don't forget to pick up my book. You got some folks you got to gift it to.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Christmas is coming up. Let's not rob ourselves. Yes, there we go. Boom. Please unmute yourselves and give Mr. Tibbs almost some love.
Yes.
That was wonderful.
Come through, Mr.
Nicely done.
Tez.
Beautiful, Tez.
Start calling that cat Plug Talk. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yes. Very good.
Absolutely. Yes, it's giving. Somebody said the Guitar Thursdays, right? I'm feeling it. I'm here for it. It's giving a medicinal vibe this evening. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but healing is very much appreciated over here. Okay. So thank y'all for setting the mood. I'm just back here swaying. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I love a good reason to sweat. Okay. So we are moving along in our list. Thank you again, all of you, for being here and choosing to share with us this evening. Oh, we don't take it lightly. All right. And we are jumping over. We international, boo, just in case you didn't know. Okay. So we go jump over to India to our brother Unmesh, who has his own open mic, and I'll let him tell you about it. Thank you so much for being with us. A shout out to you, Unmesh. Please unmute yourself. Do your thing.
Hey, Regine. Hello, everyone. I'm Unmesh Mohitkar on Facebook and Instagram. I've got open mic Let's Unmesh live every Saturday, 10:30 a.m. New York time. Please do join. Okay, I'm going to read something which I read last Monday. Okay, here we go. Green trees everywhere. I am walking on the hills alone on a muddy path, still wet due to recent rains. Even now, raindrops are falling from the tree leaves. The rain is testing the limit of everyone in the jungle. Suddenly, the jungle fell silent. I saw a dinosaur-like creature. His skin was not as shiny as dinosaur in Jurassic Park. He was a poor dinosaur with algae and fungus on his skin. He cannot afford the expensive special effects or VFX. But I can see his fiery eyes. Oh my God, I am meeting dinosaur for free. Most of the life-changing events like birth and death are for free. He was tall and handsome, but he was having a bent on his back. The dinosaur asked me, "Are you a human?" I said, apologetically, I am not proud of it, but yes, I am. His eyes are burning. I can see that he is angry. I wanted to run, but he caught me. You humans made me dance, fight, eat, and make love in your movies. Oh, I see a chance of negotiation. After all, I might not die. Looking into his eyes, I say, yes, but you got publicity. Dinosaur said, yes, yes, but look at me now. I am living in poor condition. I want money. Show me the money. Without thinking twice, I decided to take him to the producer. He pulled me on his back. He's flying. Wow, what a flight. You should try it. 5-star rating on the internet. One-way flight, you might never come back. We landed on the top of the producer's building. Dinosaur announced the whole world that he has arrived. We both were there standing, waiting for the producer to come. We saw a lot of helicopters hovering around every hour in the sky near us. People were looking at us through binoculars. I guess for them, I was a new species, humanosaur. The producer never came. But I can see big billboards shining bright. Book your ticket today at $1 million per person to watch a live dinosaur. Living dinosaur with the name of the producer below. It was his way of showing the money to others, but keeping it to himself. And the dinosaur never got his money. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yes, Umesh, we love the storytelling. And people are fighting in the chat. They think that you should replace Siri, just so you know. Okay? Please unmute yourselves and give Umesh some love.
Unmesh.
Yeah, Umesh.
Umesh
Light.
Dude is so
Yeah.
good all the
Yeah.
time. Even when that cat's rapping about dinosaurs, it's on point. Umesh is dope.
Fact. It's a fact. Elemental tells no lies. Okay, this is why we have him as our spokesperson. Okay. Umesh, we thank you for being here, for representing all the way from India. Please make sure you check him out, and his open mic is really a beautiful experience. Artists from all over the world show up, and for good reason. We thank you for being here. Make sure you put your information in the chat so the folks can find you and follow you and support you. All right, next person up is Xanadu. Please ask you to unmute and go ahead and do your thing.
Okay, yeah, hello. Nice to meet you, like always. And this performance dedicated to Brittany Griner. Yeah, I guess you know her better than we do. And the next is about the 50th anniversary of Picasso's death. That will be celebrated next year by France, Spain, Belgium, and USA. So the Picasso 1973-2023 celebration. Apart from Me Too comments as about discovering the Minotaur in artist's private life, not just the Spanish mythical bull or Freud's S, it has resulted in post and neo-feminists like Picasso is, like Orlan and Farah Atassi. They are all on view in Musée Picasso in Paris. Then I would like to add interpretation, although it may already exist. I have not gone through all the literature. Picasso four-dimensional space-time unity, after Einstein's and Minkowski's space-time or four-dimension. Example is Nude Women in Red Armchair, but you may have this feeling if you see more paintings by Picasso. Yeah, and the quote from Picasso, colors like features follow the changes of the emotions, reminiscing among revokings, reminding and triggering both past and future. These are multiple views meeting in the canvas, as if indeed has many colors not related to biological properties, but to emotions of real and mad love between a painter and her model, of lover and loved one, as gray as nudes, as blue as arm, as left of face, as pale as another arm and chest, another emerald necklaces, pinned to coral chair when hairs are shining, soft yellow and green, etc., etc. So Me Too had a lot of asterisks with this, so I will go on with interpretation by Alice. Alice, who's not malice, says nude is not naked, is not erotic, is not degenerated, is connotation over denotation, is symbol over icon, is celestial over sublunar, is angels over putti, is devas over immortals, is anti-realism over realism, is subjective over objective, poetry over painting, culture over nature, spirit over matter, vividity over post-mortem, matriarchal over patriarchal, cubism over realism, mobile over linear perspective, is many over one's oneness, and is mood over scene, is color over depiction, is rhyme over reason, is prosody over perversity, is female over male, is demoiselle over heretics, is emotions over facts, is figuration over abstraction, abstraction over figuration, implication over expectations, intentions over intentions, intelligence over brutality, expressive over depressive, is depressive over repressive, is resistance to violence, is four dimensions over three and two dimensions, is face-time over space-time, is space-time over space and time, is time added over two or three dimensions, is two moments of face-body over photographic realism, is two momentary views of the same face coinciding in one painting, is 1932 Nude Women in Red Armchair, which is on view in Tate Modern London, thanks to Black Lives Matter UK, and the Musée Picasso, where I found a lot of information about Picasso. So it will also be in USA next year. Yeah, I guess Guggenheim and Museum of Modern Art has pieces by Picasso, and maybe I will do another poem about Picasso, because he's so famous in Europe, especially in the 20th century.
Yeah, so we hope you do come back and share that next poem. Thank you so much, Xanadu.
Yeah.
Please unmute yourselves and give Xanadu some love.
Xanadu, yeah.
Okay. Do you like Picasso? What do you think of Picasso? Please write in the chat. I'm very interested. What do you think of Picasso, especially what women think about Picasso?
I like Picasso.
Yes, thank you.
I love
And thank you for the challenge. Please make sure you let them know how you feel about Picasso, and give them some motivation to come back and bring us some more interpretations. We thank you, Xanadu, for talking us through, and also making it relevant for what's going on in the world right now, right? So keeping that art relevant. Yes, thank you. Okay, next person up who will be sharing his screen with us this evening is Ike Waltz. Please unmute yourself, Ike, and do your thing.
Good evening. The first, a Christmas intro, followed by a Christmas poem on screen share. So let me read the first part first. I am Ike, and I still believe in Santa. I even send Christmas cards. I decorate the house to impress on my neighbors. I light the tree to make my wife happy. I sing hallelujah to the annoyance of my friends. They respond, mula mula, hallelujah. Like everybody, I stuff myself temporarily with a good dose of religious indoctrination. I go to the midnight mass on Christmas Eve. How could I miss this pompous eggnog spectacle of the obese clergy, dancing a choreography amongst massive neo-Gothic columns pregnant with joyful organ noise? Candles flicker bizarre shadows, waking memories of the long-dead filmmaker Eisenstein. We are mesmerized by the Holy Mass, all that incense-drenched Latin delirium. And like everybody else, nor do I, and even my Republican friend does not understand one word. What all this Latin mumble-jumble means and meant. I assume it's all to please baby Jesus, who does never smile, but comprehend at least for a while. The collection bag unwittingly got stuck in front of me. Jingle bells reject complacency, all in silverlings a la Numus Americanus. Yes, I join the common man and pretend as much as I can. Afterwards, I eat a lot, I drink a lot, I burp, I fart, and call out, be merry, my child, just enjoy life's finest Christmas art. I feel sorry for my diabetes and the bloody whole world which can't understand Latin. And I forget, and really forget to help. I tend to forget that it's Holy Latin night, and forget whatever, I just fart the sound of Latin into my cozy bed. And in summary, let me follow up with my poem. So I will share screen. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh dear. So I got the wrong one, so I will read it. The poem and a summary of the introduction is called Pizza Angelicum, a season's ticket. In excelsior Dei Didldom, Sanctus Sanctus in Gloria Jingle Bells Angelicum. In excelsior Dei Didldom, Sanctus Sanctus in Gloria Jingle Bells Angelicum. Nothing but sum that miraculous Latin curriculum. Hallelujah, Dada, 101, boom, boom, Basilica Moratorium. The trumpet screams, the squeeze box squeezes children into materia. Emergencies at a bargain. The organ tells a tale of a drama so supine. Bach attempts in suicidal notes, bullets and guns in juvenile hands. Trampolini twitters out of place, just in case he crowns his tree that glitters, lines his pockets, and under thee, on our knee, we deserve better, we think. Don't bury vigilance in a Christmas box, yet tiny red silky ribbons may look festive on that busy day. Who is alive in Yemen, Syria, Palestine, Ukraine, hysteria? How can anybody sleep? Anyway, politics so repugnant, so everyday. The bloody trigger finger points, the daily kill, lost count, the mother of all bombs excites, the father of all bombs ignites, and in promises spew louder than loud, that brainless, deadly mushroom cloud. The violin jubilates, happy, happy Christmas Day. We pretend to pray. Holy jolly scratch, shrum shrum, the orchestra responds, that familiar chorus, dum diddle, boom bang boom. Pray for that lala time of Christianity. Sing, sing, sing along, that everlasting, that so familiar, what we are so dearly trained to love, that annoying flicker of the candle, chocolate flakes and icing on blue-eyed baby Jesus Christmas nutty butter cake. Melancholy, melancholy. Pray for the power of the NRA. Opioids kiss little children into good night. Whose blood does not clot when you exhale that classic tale? Oh my God. In excelsior Dei Dildom, Sanctus, Sanctus in Gloria, Hallelujah, just don't take our price away. My loaded pizza, our Gloria Americum. I pray, Chibom Basilicum, omnis spiritus laudet Dominum in excelsior, miserabile dictum de Dildum, hypocrisy in delirium. Thank you.
Thank you. Hypocrisy and delirium. What a way to end. Please unmute yourselves and give Ike some love.
Oh, Ike, yes.
Ike, that was spectacular.
Man,
Yeah.
I grew up in that
Damn,
stuff.
Ike, like, damn, Ike, come
That's
on, man.
very, very
That dude-
thought-provoking.
Woo.
Powerful stuff, man. Thank you so much for coming here week in and week out and giving us something to think about. We appreciate you. All right, next person up to share their mind with us is Christy Scribbles. Please unmute yourself. Welcome back, Christy.
Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Hey Ray Jane. Yeah, I'm the Poetry Alchemist on Instagram. I believe that the words are the spells, art is the revolution, and community is the way. This is new shit. Here it goes. That empty glass place. I find myself inside me. I ask myself to guide me to the place of pure connection. The place of the empty glass, full of potential, full of possibility. The emptiness consumes me as I float into the ethers. The bubble me floats up to divinity, and I see the world below me. I see the pain it shows me, and I bow my head to pray. I ask Mother, Father, God, what is it I need to be? What is it I need to see? And the sky opens a portal before me, and the rain washes away the scene around me, and I see it for what it truly is. The scene of being seen, of being mean and painful and hateful and disdainful. It is all about love. It is all about love. Of not getting enough, of not being shown it or being grown in it. And I hear the children are the key. The children are the key. Where are they being shown love? Where are they being allowed love? How are you helping show them the way back to self, the way back to love, the way inside to the soul of each of you, of each of them, that connection, that perception of the light that shines inside. It does not hide, but shines bright inside. It shouts to be heard, to be remembered, to be connected to. The you of you connected through that voice deep inside you. We must teach the children to not run and hide, but to run and find that quiet voice inside that clearly reminds them of the love of the source that they come from. This isn't something to fear, but something to snuggle near and can help them through the toughest of times. How can you help remind? How can you help them find the love that hides inside? Waiting for connection, giving its protection, allowing them the way home. This is the way back home. to help the children know that they are never alone. They are never alone. They are the source. They are the love. They are the future. They are the way to the peace that you seek. The love that you speak is shown inside their eyes, their minds, their hearts, their love. So from here up above, I see it is all about love, and I vow to spread the word later tonight. You have heard Spirit speak through me, and through this divinity, change can be found, can be spread, can be rippled into the future's wave, into the childlike gaze, into the eyes that see you and what you do and who you are and how you guide. You must give it a try and find those eyes, find those children, help them find their answers, find their hearts, find their souls, find their way to the love that sits within each of us, within each of them. Reach them, teach them, help them love themselves. Help them love themselves. Thank you.
Ooh, yes, Christy, come on with all that truth and that love and that reminder to return to source. Please unmute yourselves and give Christy some love.
All right, Christy.
Oh,
Come
Christy.
Wonderful poem.
on. Come through,
Wonderful.
Christy, with that
Woo.
new shit. Yeah.
Hope in there.
Love.
There you.
Yes, I heard that hope too, Joski, right? And that reminder that the source of it all is right back in the community. So we thank you for that. Thank you for being a part of this community and enriching it in the way that only you can. We thank you. Make sure you put your information in the chat and go follow the Poetry Alchemist. Get your life together because she's cooking up some good magic for you. All right. Next person up to bring us their good magic is Daryl Lewis. I know I saw you. Oh, there you are. Please unmute yourself. Let us know if this is your first time in the room so that we can greet you properly.
Yes, this is my first time. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you. All right. So all that means is that no matter what happens right now with your performance, you know that there will be love following it. That's the way that we do it up in here. Okay. So do your thing. Let us know where we can find you and welcome, welcome.
Okay, well, you can find me on Subject Matter the Artist on Instagram. I'm in Long Beach, California. That's where I spent the majority of my life at. I was born in a little city, I don't know if y'all are aware of it, called Jersey City, New Jersey. And that's where I was born. So I've been around a little bit. So the name of my piece is Love or Lust. It's sort of a rambling of thoughts, you know, the initial meeting of someone in a club setting, so to speak. I'm metaphysically and biologically attracted to you. Though there are other queens and goddesses in the room with the same physical attributes as you, my eyes may wander. But for some reason, I'm automatically and uncontrollably drawn back to you. Is this love or is this lust? I don't subscribe to love at first sight. I prefer to take that first bite. And though that first taste may seem just right, what that aftertaste be like at daylight? When we look into each other's eyes, can we honestly say that our mutual attraction is based upon the characteristics of love, or have we fallen prey to the primal urges that tend to draw a man and woman together for the purpose of procreation? Procreation, that's a nice, clean, and clinical way to put it, when in actuality, procreating at that moment is the farthest thing from our mind. See, initially, I anticipate lust. I anticipate you and I in a syncopated thrust. I anticipate your soft lips attacking my mouth, attempting to suck the very soul from my body. I look forward to swooping you up in my arms like a proud warrior returning home from battle with Babylon in need of his woman to make him forget the pain and death behind him. I toss you upon a bed of roses and you fall in slow motion. Your pheromones travel throughout the room like a dancing erotic temptress spirit, and rise up my nostrils to paint sensual masterpieces in my mind of you sweaty and glistening as I massage and knead your muscles with fragrant oils. Your moans embrace me so tight I can barely breathe. Your petals open freely and entice me to taste their nectar. Your two lips upon my two lips. Please excuse me as I lick my fingers, because I dare not wait to sip. Agave like drops slide across taste buds, cause me to trip. You are my starship. Come take me up tonight, but don't be late. And don't you come too soon. I've never tasted anything so sweet. Even the bees envy me. Moonlight reflections travel through window pane and twinkle upon your naked body. Black shadows mimic our moves on white walls, resembling some tribal voodoo mating ritual. Gyration work themselves up into a fever-pitched frenzy, heartbeats pounding like bass drum, flesh on flesh, smashing until nerve endings are numb. That's a headboard in the wall. Where the hell you gonna run? Thy kingdom come, we collapse in a pool of our mutual contentment, barely cognizant of our surroundings, gathering staggered gasps of air. But I want to get to know you. I really want to get to know you. I have these tickets to Cancun or Jamaica. You just pick one. That's that piece.
Okay, all right. And with the jams, we thank you for being here representing California and Jersey. We got some Jerseyans in the room right now. So the way that we welcome you in when it's your first time is we ask everyone to unmute themselves and to basically tell you what they would have loved to hear as an encouraging word as your first time in a space like this with us. All right, so I'll let the room speak to you. Thank you so much for that fire and for being here. We hope to see you again. Please
Thank you, thank you.
What?
Oh, that's how you come through and set it off. And of course, as we tell people, you have totally yourself up because you have to find yourself here every Thursday. Tell them about it. Tell them about it.
That's right.
That's right. You are welcome here. We always say, as Elemental mentioned, messed up. Messed up. Came up, been all good and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You done let us know where to find you on Instagram. So now it's too late. Every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we will be expecting and hoping to see you here. 1 or 2 absences are appreciated. That's okay. But don't do no more than that. Okay. We expect to see you here every Thursday. Again, you are welcome. You may see in the chat folks writing "one of us," and that is our declaration that you are welcome in this community. And if you don't have a community, that is no longer true. You have one here with us. All right. So welcome and thank you for joining us. Please, Daryl, put your information in the chat so everybody can find you, follow, and support you. All right. We love to have new folks. Tell your friends, bring them on by. We don't bite unless that's what you're into. We'll at least write about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. All right. Next person to come through to bless the mic for us is going to be Jasmine Gonzalez. It's also holding down the new yo in her new position. Welcome to the family. We love you. Please unmute yourself. Do your thing.
Hey y'all. So this new piece, this new shit, somewhat new shit. It's like untapped anger, so to speak. I'll put it that way. The color of my pale skin, green eyes that confuse the masses. So I apologize for my colonizer features when I truly had no say in the matter. Coded in privilege, I did not want or ask for, but learned how to check at every door since birth. History proves Puerto Ricans come in all beautiful shades. Why is that so hard to understand? My voluptuous hips sway to the same salsa rhythms. My thick and unruly curls have African and indigenous ancestry woven throughout. So where lies the issue? Constantly hearing, ella no sabe nada, from teachers, friends, and family. Is it my lack of fluency with Spanish? Porque I speak Spanglish? English of a proud New Yorican. Does that offend you? Perhaps I'm too busy looking on the surface. How can I show that I feel Puerto Rican? From the poem Ode to the Diasporican by Mariposa, being Boricua is the state of mind, a state of heart, a state of soul. What you can't see, the red, white, and blue, that course through my veins. You can't hear my heartbeat. Rodriguez de Dios, que edelares. You can't feel the quake in my soul when I yell the words, que bonita bandera. You can't taste the passion in my tongue when I sing Viejo San Juan. You assume that I want to sing but don't know any songs. Truth is, I'm always singing, just refuse to hear me. End of poem.
Truth is, I'm always singing. I know that's right. Please unmute yourselves and give Jasmine some love.
Love that, Jasmine.
Yes.
Ooh.
Come on, Jazz. Come on, Jazz. Let's go. Bring that energy.
All right, keep your song in your mouth, right? So the whole world's gonna try and quiet you down, tell you who you are, tell you who you're not. But you know that, and you speak on that from a place of power and all the things that make you who you are, right? We can't go back and take little bits out just because it suits our story now, right? Because our story wouldn't be what it is without the parts that are beautiful and the parts that we deem ugly, but all of it is altogether what makes us who we are. So we're appreciative of every bit of ingredient that makes you who you are, Jasmine, and for the truth that puts in your mouth. Thank you for being here and sharing that with us. All right, so from one truth teller to the next, right, another returning scholar of the word to bring us his version of magic. Roll, please unmute yourself. Welcome back. Go on, do your thing.
Hey, Ray J, good to see you guys again. Hopefully I can make this through without coughing my head off. So I've got two short pieces, both relatively new. I've recited one of these on Monday night, so I'll share it with you guys as well. It's called Free of the Cage. I'm free of the cage, out of the mind's prison, to see the candlelight shining the art of my life. I am my joys, I am my mistakes, in beauty's splendor. No longer lonely, no longer pain. I am free to fall, free to soar. No longer afraid to be, I welcome the dark clouds dancing in the rain's content. I am the morning dew, I am the evening mist, foolishly in love, the key that unlocks. No longer lonely, no longer pain. I am free to fall, free to soar. I am the secret to my desires, lost in my pain, to be found as my cure. An unwavering idea of squandered time, no longer worried, anxious no more. No longer lonely, no longer pain. I am free to fall, free to soar. I am free of the cage, in flow with grace. I'm evolving forward. I am free of the lies, free in my truth. Back to the unknown, no longer lonely, no longer pain. I am free, 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 until I am no more. End of piece. And this last one, I just finished it today. I wrote this initial thought, I don't know, maybe a month and a half ago, and then I finally got around to doing something with it. It's called Unexplained. It's very short. I am beyond time and space, the nothing that brought forth matter into the soul's creation of something. I am the unseen light between atoms, that feeling that exists in empty space into an understanding of something. I am the question and answer to death, the nothing void of all light and dark into a state that relinquishes knowing. I am nothing of infinity's potential, the something of a perceived reality into harmony's harbor of oneness. I am the unexplained of the examined, as something appears free from nothing into I am that replicates life's splendor. End of piece. Thank you, poets.
Thank you, Raw. Those are beautiful. Please unmute yourself and give him some love.
Man, you
Beautiful.
Raw is always dope. For real. Plug in with Raw. He's gonna be featuring Lantern coming up soon, man. Plug
There
in
you
with
go.
Raw. He's the dopest cats around, man. For real.
Thanks, brother. Thanks.
That is a fact. Please put your information in the chat. If you've got something coming up, please let us know so that we can follow you and support and show up where you show up. Okay, I see the last few people on the list are actually not in the room. So that means that we've got some space. So if anybody would like to join the good luck round with Catman Bill and Adam, please let me know. Just send me a message in a private message in the Zoom, and we will get you on. Yes, you do got you some good luck, Adam. And we look forward to hearing what you bring. All right, so if anybody's got something burning down and you want to share, we have space. Please do let me know, okay? In the meantime, we're going to jump over. Yes, I got you, Aisha, no doubt. To Catman Bill. Please go ahead and unmute yourself. Do your thing.
Thank you. So I'll just get a little peripheral out of the way. Today, I'm going to read a short satire from my book, Donald's Vanity Tantrums. And this particular piece is called A Fireside Chat. And before I go into it, I don't have good command of social media. I don't know how to harness it. I did have a chat with somebody earlier today, about utilizing Facebook business account, and he's given me some pointers. But and he told me that it's really one-on-one stuff. It's not that complicated. But if anybody can be of any further assistance with doing things online with social media, my email is this here. Is that coming back? I don't know if it's.
It's clear on our side. It looks good.
Oh no, I mean it's looking backward, but okay. Anyway, I'll get into it. So President Franklin Delano Roosevelt began a series of informal radio chats to the American public during a turbulent time in the 1930s. The radio back then was to communicating as Twitter is today. Here's an excerpt. My fellow Americans, it is whispered by some that only by abandoning our freedom, our ideals, our way of life, can we rebuild our defenses adequately? Can we match the strength of our aggressors? I do not share these fears. Trump demands a quaint televised fireside chat to compete with FDR. Here's a sneak preview. My friends, Hillary Clinton will never see the inside of the White House again as long as I live. You people love me as much as I know. You people love me so much that I know you want to keep me as your president for life. The Constitution now allows this extended appointment of the executive branch. Our blessed homeland needs me to lead it. I have authorized the Enabling Act, borrowed from the German Chancellor Adolf Hitler's proposal to restrict powers of the Reichstag in 1933. His SS troops made legislators give up their civil liberties and transfer state powers to the Reich government. I'm pleased to tell you that the Democrats will sign away their legislative powers while my ICE agents surround the House of Representatives. I have the power to dissolve Congress and allow my cabinet to pass much needed laws to make America great again. And I pledge to you that all fake impeachment activity to convict me has ended. My first act tomorrow will be to have House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and shiftless Adam Schiff picked up for questioning to ascertain their patriotism for the United States. I know I've been accused of quid pro quo with Ukraine. There is nothing wrong with finding the truth about liars and cheats like slow Joe Biden. And there's nothing wrong asking a nation to help with uncovering wrongdoing by a corrupt man. As your president for life, I will always tell you the truth. When I make a promise to you, I keep it. This concludes the first of my fireside chats. I can't wait to tell you what I have in store for other scum Trump haters. End of story.
Yes, Catman. Thank you for sharing your piece. Please unmute yourselves and give Catman Bill some love.
It's a little bit of.
Oh, Cat, man. Glad we got a chance to hear you. Always love hearing your work, man.
But I just wanted to say, because, obviously what he has called for suspending the Constitution, and this piece was written 2 years ago, so it was kind of a prophetic that that he would actually come out and say it, which I thought to be incredible. Thank you.
Thank you for commenting on that. The world is still on fire, right? So good and bad to know. But nonetheless, we write about what we see, what we feel, what we're in the midst of, what we hope to change, and what we're noticing isn't, right? So thank you for that. All right, next person up to share their truth of their experience is Adam Granger. Please unmute yourself and welcome.
Thank you all for having me, and thank you for letting me join the good luck round. I definitely feel like I got some good luck tonight. Now this poem is maybe a little different, and a little pointed, maybe. I'm gonna give just a content warning on everything here. So yeah, this one's called computation. Step 1, set x equal to 0. Step 2, if x greater than 10, go to step 6. Step 3, print the value of x to the console. Step 4, increase x by 1. Step 5, go to step 2. Step 6, print done. Take the above steps and write them in C++. Your professor gives you a piece of paper with these instructions. This is your assignment. This comes pretty easy to you as a freshman majoring in computer science. You've done stuff harder than this, so you do it with flying colors. You turn it in, and your professor hands it back with a special marking. A++. Well done! Exclamation point. Okay, now let's up the ante. It is now your 3rd year at university. Your job is no longer the same as everyone else. This time, your assignment is to analyze the top 10 hashtags used on Twitter between the years 2015 and 2019. Once again, you've done this sort of thing before. You've done things harder than this in your own time. So you authorize an API, write some code, give a stellar presentation, and your professor gives you a grade of A-. You missed one of the criteria, but you still did really well. This is science. There are right and wrong answers. And most people don't know where to begin to find the right answers. It's a lot more demanding than, say, forming your own personal opinion on an issue. And yet, when asked to offer your opinion on various issues, what are your thoughts on gentrification, rent spiking, police brutality, abortion rights, homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, the current conflict between Russia and Ukraine? And all you have to do here is state your opinion. Whether it be good or bad, just state an opinion. You're fucking stumped. And I worry that further down the road, you'll be taken advantage of by the Musks, Wazickis, and Zuckerbergs of the world, ready to do their bidding no matter the consequences for the people you'll never have to meet. Or worse, you'll become one of the leading individuals. You'll be a Musk, a Wazicki, or a Zuckerberg. And you'll be the one pulling the strings, ruthless. And you won't have a care in the fucking world how much you're destroying it. After all, how can you really know the true death count? But you're very good at problem solving. You're given a task, you do it willingly, and know exactly what to do. And every 3 credits that you earn brings you closer to that 6-figure job you've always wanted. But even though you can problem solve, how do you know you're solving the right problems? You and I have talked before. We've had lunch together. We've talked about pretty much everything. We've gone from simple small talk, whatever that is, to talking politics, whatever that is. And I've told you before what I think because I feel pretty open about my views. And I've asked you before what you think because you don't seem too ashamed of your own beliefs on plenty of things. but it's scary to know that you may go on to influence the world. Because every time I ask what you think, you give the same answer. I don't really think about it.
Yes, Adam, thank you for sharing. I'm so glad that we got to add you to the good luck round. Please unmute yourselves and give Adam some love.
Break it down, man.
I love that.
Come through, Adam. That's how you do it, man. Show.
Thank you.
Whew, taking me back, Adam, to C++. Almost got a little twitch going, you know what I'm saying? Tried to put that out my mind. But we appreciate you for being here and for willing to throw yourself in the good luck round and be vulnerable and share with us. Thank you. We hope that you come back next Thursday as always, as we hope the same for all of you, okay? Next person up is Voiced Volumes. She will be sharing her screen with us this evening. We're looking forward to your pieces. Please unmute yourself.
Hey, beautiful people. I'm like, I made it to the good luck. I was traveling today. I'm in Florida, so I'm like really excited with my kids and everything. But I'm excited to be in this space. So thank you so much for having me on. Let me share my screen.
You gotta have Advocate make you a co-host.
Okay.
One second. Advocate is running the whole world in the background. Shout out.
And right now, Advocate.
You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out
to shout out to you.
I know Bruja, La Bruja NYC, also known as Caridad de la Luz, also known as Boss Lady, the executive director, is also helping making sure everything's going down. She originated the Thursday night online open mic. Also, I know she's in the house as well. So he just made you co-host. So go ahead, do your thing.
Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. All right. Let me know if you can hear it. There we go. Share device audio on. Okay. Move this.
Chip china, broken glass, fragile, breakable. That's what we've been. Teapots heated with no orifice for steam to escape. Escaping from the reality of the situation. It's been you and me, us. Us like teaspoons bent and tarnished so sugar cubes can't stand a chance for transfer to our cup that used to runneth over. Overrun, leaks through cracks, cracked cups leave us thirsty for liquid libation and positive affirmations. Affirming our chip plates and shattered glasses, glasses half empty of expectation but filled to brim with disappointment. Heartache spills over into cloth, cloth soaked, stained, destroyed. Destroyed because we couldn't contain the mess. Messing with impromptu recipes for sweet cakes and cookies, now crumbs. Crumbs that could have been snatched up by proverbial plates. Plates too fragmented to hold much weight. Weighed down by leftovers, left over from past loves, partakers of our souls. Souls dejected, shards of glass, sever what little chance we have left. Me, chip china, you broken glass. Spilling tea and pinkies up real first class. Nutrient rich. These nutrients being served, servings designed to fill you daily. Daily satiation and elation.
Oh no, I messed it up. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why I decided to press anything. Sorry, you guys.
Elated that you stopped here, but the plates we brought are empty and fissured. Even with the feast before us with good food to be had, rich food for the soul, sweet love, tasty touch, thick and full, there's a struggle to simply dish. I've got fractured plate sets and defunct serveware. You with broken glass and cracked dinnerware. We pulled up to the table hungry, left crushed and love-starved. We're pushing back from this banquet of love and life. Still thirsty, hungry, emaciated. Hope blown to smithereens. Time tells us this go-round wasn't for us. We exist as remnants of ourselves. Chipped china and broken glass.
All right, and I'm just gonna share one more. Oh Lord, bear with me, you guys. I'm not the most tech savvy, I promise.
It's all good with you. Got time, do your thing.
Okay. How do I get out of this? Let me see. All right, let me go back. Close that. Okay.
Was to be your wife. You
I'm
took a knee
sorry.
for
Wait,
us,
hold
but
on.
now you 360 degrees of shine. Today I found my engagement ring. It was sitting in this cushy little box. I was caught by surprise as I'd buried the memory as much as the promise that was given with it. I was to be your wife. You took a knee for us, but now you won't stand with me. The universe deemed me fit to bear your seeds, but not your name. The power and the pain that single ring of diamonds bore over me. I wore it proudly, a declaration of interdependence. That ring almost as bright as the future we dreamt of together, to be tarnished by lust and greed for another. You pawned my trust, traded me in for the one who seemed shinier and new. Suddenly the sparkle of you and me, that ring, dulled. Diamonds no longer scratched glass, but its sight cut me deep. Its glow lost its strength, and the weight of that single circle became infinitely light as I slid it from my ring finger. That glistening rock became an ominous boulder for which I couldn't get over, and one in which you'd refuse to chip away at, despite you being its deliverer. So I denied its residency on my hand and in my life, and returned that ring to its coffin. Closed its lid shut, light no longer danced on it, lowered it, buried it 6 years deep amongst memory of you and me, with no intent of excavation. Our love story becomes a eulogy. Today I found my engagement ring.
And that's what she wrote.
Beautiful. Thank you, Voice Volumes, for that.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate that. Your voice is beautiful. If you stop share, we'll make sure everybody goes ahead and unmutes and give you some love.
Let me figure this out. Oh Lord, what do I need to press?
Love
bad.
the
Okay, here we go.
I love the multimedia.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go. That's
See
called
you next
always.
Thursday.
That's called always.
Loved
it.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I love how you work
Thank
the
you, guys.
metaphor just consistently.
Working that metaphor like she paying it, right? Make sure you put your information in the chat so the folks can follow you and check out what you do next with the metaphors, okay? All right. In the meantime, we got Propaganda Poet coming to us with some realness, with some goodness. Uh-oh, he looks afraid. Don't be afraid. We're nice. We don't bite. Again, unless you want us to, in which case we'll at least write about it first, okay? Please unmute yourself and do your thing.
I accept that challenge. I want to hear a Thunderlung poem about biting me. That would be something else.
You got it. Come next Thursday, and we'll make sure it shows up.
I got a new book, Word Tornadoes. It's available. The link's there. This piece is half in the book and half actually happened at the Word Shop. If you've never had a Words Shop before, that dude knows poetry. I know he hosts a lot of stuff, so you might forget, but that dude knows poetry. So yeah, if you ever get a chance to do a workshop with Advocate, you should absolutely do so. It's an experience. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. Open letter to the curriculum committee from the Ethics Studies Task Force. Why try to define that? Why try to define that which is divine? Balance rarely occurs on the first try. Your narrow vision feels like patriarchal prison policies politely cutting, leaving us leftovers on the floor still fighting for the right just to be heard. So where exactly should we exist? Still, we will persist. To normalize is to colonize, downsized and canonized just to comply and try to deny your worst fears, our creativity being weaponized. Well, try this definition on for size. Our lives you cannot define. We are not your bottom line. We are not just checks in your box. We are here for truth and our freedom unblocked. So, will the real higher education please stand up? You see, they're hoarding knowledge in college and selling it to the highest bidder. This is the bitter truth, cutting off the youth to any possibility of doing anything other than just scraping to survive, preventing the possibility of actually living until they die. This is all by design. This system is full of it. All these red flags that say if you don't play our way, then good luck ever having a say in how this all goes down the drain. I grow ever so tired of trying to explain how this pain is created. The architect's insatiable need to feed all seven of their own deadly sins can never be sated with all this hatred that they created while they scream about it all just being fake or just trying to convince us all that we're just innate or we're all just ingrates who don't know how to appreciate. Well, I'm here to thank you all, my global poetry family, for showing me that it's never too late. We can unlock all the knowledge we want, and it can all be for free. They do not have the only key. Street knowledge and spoken word college are always in session, where we can learn the most important lessons in our collective poetry slam sessions, where we can manifest all the best inventions with very real intentions of teaching and learning from each other, each and every sister, each and every brother. So maybe we can finally find a way to work this shit out and actually move forward together. Thank you for listening. Thank you for encouraging my behavior. Thank you for being who you are and doing what you do, because y'all make the world a better place. Lord knows the world needs to be a better place right now.
Hell yeah. The only way it's a better place is because you are in it, my brother. Thank you for being here. Please unmute yourselves and give Propaganda some love.
Yes.
Propaganda.
Let's go.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
You are welcome. Please make sure you buy that.
Dope.
Yes, buy that book. He dropped his information in the chat for you. Don't waste it. Don't worry, Elemental. I think you just yelled something, but that's okay. You're next. So I'm going to unmute you so we can find out what you had to say. All right. Please unmute yourself. Elemental Storm God coming to the mic. All right. Do your thing.
That's good. People in the building. Much love to one of the dopest hosts in the Zoomverse. Make sure you are giving the Queen Ray Jane a follow. It's rayjane.com. Make sure you get it right. Get your life. It's Thursday night. To all the poets who came before me and after, listen, y'all truly make this thing work. Really, without y'all coming through here, without y'all bringing this energy, it doesn't work. So I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming through and spending your evening with us. I'm going to share a piece of a of a workshop piece that I did in a workshop that the Queen is going to be hosting very soon. Check into Art Define. Her and the portion of the Storm Gods is going to be hosting a workshop very soon through Cycle. So check into it. This is a new way forward. How do you spell change? Not trinkets that coin phrases like penny for your thoughts, or how you make a dollar when all you have is hope resting on heavy hearts and bills whose weight parallels gravity. Make it hard to sleep sometimes. All you can do is pray for monetary miracles granted by demons that see nothing wrong with making America the great homeland of brutality again, where families died trying to save babies from massive footsteps around confined quarters with nickel-plated bravado manifested as toxicity, literally a virus from house carcinogen, poisonous, primitive thinking, turned piracy, democracy with old world policy where wars were waged for much less. They emerged victors, spoiled soil of equilibrium, for Aurelian dreams with King Midas envy at the cost of souls underfoot ground into progress that's now $1,700 an ounce. And last time I checked, the 99% don't collect resources in mass amounts for prosperity of self. Hidden in bureaucracy, made hatred heir to ill-gotten fortunes of life insurance policies paid out with IOUs that sound like minority college admission increase. Check the box, because we don't speak generational wealth fluently. We speak lemonade. Devour sour sentiments and acidic solvents, better known as disruptive behavior that blisters summer, obviously made Beyonce out of sour seasons. Now we ape shit, transform their vile, maniacal laughter to star power. In every flash, Wakanda lives. Be fearless, be free, and live, because the revolution lives in you. Peace, y'all.
Woo, I told y'all, Storm Gods in the building. Already tried to tell you. Please unmute yourselves and give Elemental some love.
We had to do it.
Yeah.
We had to do it.
Not human.
Generation.
Oh, yes.
We love it. We love it. We love it. We thank you for the energy that you bring to this community, your own very established and robust gifts in your own right. We thank you for blessing us with your invitation to be ourselves and to take up space. We thank you. Shout out to Art Define and to Paul Conquesto. As he mentioned, we do a writing workshop called Cycles, one Sunday, pretty much every Sunday. It's either hosted by myself or Paul Conqueso. And also we have another artist with us, Juan Ramirez, who's also doing his thing with those artists who are more inclined to work on monologues and that form of expression. So, as you mentioned, we have one coming up on December 18th. It's actually co-hosted by myself and Paul Conqueso. So we invite you, please do come out, get you some love, get you some inspiration. And speaking of, I'll let Paul let you know what else he's got going on, because the next Storm God has entered the building. So please, Paul Conqueso, unmute yourself and do your thing.
What up, sis? Oh, man. I'm so glad to be here. It is 3:44 a.m. in Portugal, and I don't give a fuck because I'm home and I've been feeling homesick all this week. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here and spit some shit. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on one of the online open mics. But I'm glad to be here. Before I rock it, Storm God's in the motherfucking building. Storm Goddess hosting the motherfucking joint. So I'm gonna spit two shorter shits because I've been writing shorter shit. Who knew? Out of character. I'm gonna do one I wrote in my mindful masculinity workshop, and another that I wrote just kind of off the dome of me being a Disney character. This first one is called Telling My Male Friends I Love Them. as a radical form of joy. Because I'm tired of pretending I am all Stonehenge, when really sometimes I want to be trampoline. We who jump, we who dance, we who bend, we who snap, we who invent sacred handshakes and call them bond. We who hit on friends platonically, because although yes, I'm straight, are your best friends really your best friends unless you ironically tell them how comet they are often enough to make them feel just as beautiful as they are. And so if we are all men here who share a space, who share a curse, who share the same shame, who share the name of a gender synonymous with suffering and oppression and subjugation and rape culture, and we who were never allowed to weep, we who were never allowed to paint our nails, we who wanted so badly never to fail, wanted so badly to fall into a small ashen heap of softness and give the day an excuse to use our bodies as something other than blunt object, other than battering ram. So I tell man, snatch back your body to the beat. Now is your chance to be malleable, to be soft, to absorb sunlight, hugs, and compliments like I love you, man, not only at the funeral, but above the ground. Be the trampoline so you can catch me when I am all too familiarly hurling myself into ground with all the force my battering ram body can bear. Catch me there and tell me you love me too much to let me land in any manner, but softly. All right. And this other piece, it doesn't have a fucking name. But it just goes like this. Of all Disney characters, I resonate with Aladdin because I grew up like him. Brown kid, poor kid, orphan, because in my mind, sometimes North Newark be Agrabah. And NPD can be on that royal guard, how we dip and dodge the monkeys on our back like Abu. But rest assured, the struggle was no mirage. I had to steal apples and loaves from the market just to not starve shit, learning there's more than one way to fill up a bread basket, breaking and entering into caves of wonder, plundering from department stores. But in my case, no carpet came to catch when I fell, no genie appeared, no savior near. So Jafar from home, Prince Ali and me became the enemy, ego on Iago squawking, so I took my last wish and became it. Dodged blades, the snakes and guards, the ops, the fakes, dusting off magic lamps of my own device, no longer swallowing wholesale lies told that I'm so riffraff. Street rat, I don't buy that. So I tapped into my own I'm enough, owned up to fact I was diamond in the rough, and through love and loyalty became royalty. Now I see poverty was only ever just the state of mind as I found and continue to find here a whole new world of my own, calling me home. Thank y'all.
No, my brother, thank you. Shout out to you. Shout out to Portugal for sharing you with us, even though it's very late. We thank you for staying up to drop them bombs on us. Always good to see you. Don't let me be the only one to say so. Please unmute yourselves and
Forecast calls for some indoor storms, y'all.
Like
Indoor
that dude,
storm.
that dude is even Portugal fuego. Like for real, storm got stay in the building, changing the weather. Let's go.
I love you, man.
That was sick.
Sick. All of us over here just throwing up vomit everywhere. It's just sickening. Thank you for bringing us that fire, for staying up with us, for being a supportive and warm presence wherever you are, whether that's in the States, out of the States, all over the globe. It doesn't matter. We feel you. We appreciate you. We ride with you. That's right. Today has been a ride. It's been an evening. It's been a movie, as the young people say. Okay. We've been up, we're down. We started off a little fiery, a little hot under the collar. That's okay. We allow that here too. We got a little thoughtful. We had some memories. We brought back some ancestors to be honored, right? We spoke some truth to power. We freed ourselves in this room, gave each other permission to exist, and reminded us where we find our superpower, which is in community, right? So we've been all over the place, and we thank you for being here with us. For all the folks who decided to jump on the guaranteed list, and all the folks who say, you know what, I'm gonna take my space. If you're gonna give me some space, I'm gonna take it, and jumped on the good luck round with us. The talent in here is ridiculous. I agree with you. Voice volumes, whether that's poetry, singing, monologues, whatever, comedy, or just, random yelling of love. We do it all to the utmost up in here. right? And as I say often, I rarely give you a challenge that I'm not willing to at least try, to present myself present for as well. So since we had some extra space on the good luck round, I'm gonna share with y'all as well. Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit. That cool? I see the snaps. Elemental energy. Appreciate you as always. All right, and since it's about community, I'm going to read a piece that reminds me of that very much, that I enjoy, and it's entitled "Let Healing Change Hands." Some of you may have already heard it, and if you haven't, I hope that you find yourself in it as always. All right. It takes a village. It took a village of open mouths, resisting muzzles to free these caged birds. I thank Maya for first giving me the words. I sing in every cage now. It was my people that gave me the strength to take up space, space that no one gave, so I covered space to show others how. So for them, I am an altar, I am a stage, turning to you, the viewer, with an invitation to recall that you were made with intention and to remind you that your rebuild will require the same attention. Devil in the details, come, join me as we walk willingly into our joy and our hell. The trauma others slipped into our tapestries, the rips we make while protecting others from our rage. Come question who our own hands were when they decided to dismantle us, how we allow others to do the same, and when there is no one else to blame, why we keep wondering why we allowed this, whatever this is, whatever this always is, again. Come, sweet soul. If you are still scrambling your metaphors, lay your burdens bare here, friend. Hide your shadows in this light. Let the warmth offer you the hand that never came. Come search for certain with me. Pen new perspectives on the truth. Possibly find the saving you are seeking starts with you. If you feel like I do, I'll hold the spot free for you. I'll claim some sun for your face. I won't judge how long it takes for you to accept it. I'll even spoil the surprise and sneak you the lesson. Make enough room for every message. If you've got something that you want to put down, come through. Relax your grip. If you've got joy that you want to spill out, come through. Release it. All right. I hope that y'all feel it. Y'all are always welcome here. That's just a to everybody who loves you, and that's us.
No. Hold on. Forget about all of that. Unmute yourself. Give it up for the one
Yeah,
and only
yes.
Ray J. Come
Hey,
on.
give that woman flowers. She done earned them.
What's up?
God.
What's up?
High art.
I think I'm gonna share a poem with y'all now. Here's my poem. Yeah.
Right? Don't even try that. Try to get away like that. Nah. We appreciate all that you do. Again, make sure you plugging into the Queen Thunderlung. Please take it away.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. You know, y'all just like to embarrass me on here. Y'all just like to make blush. Y'all know I'm too brown to blush, but y'all be trying it. I appreciate you. The love is real. And just in case you didn't realize, we make space for each other here. Right? It's not just my job to make it for you. It's just not your job to make it for me. It's our job to make it for each other. So I share because I feel safe in this space. I share because I feel loved and welcome and accepted. And that's all I hope to give the rest of you when you're here. Like we said, we do not take the responsibility of your heart, right, and your vulnerability. We don't take it lightly. So if there's nowhere else in the world that appreciates how much should be put into holding you, we do here. And we want you to know that without a doubt. And that's not just today on December 8th, 2022. That's every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can find us here ready and willing to give you the love that you so deserve, that the rest of the world may keep from you or tell you otherwise. We're here to remind you of who loves you and that you are special and appreciated somewhere. Okay? So that's why we call it Thunderlung Thursdays. That's why we call it Therapy Thursdays. So do get your dose. Don't leave any behind. All right, we're going to get out here a little early today. Let y'all return to your beds if you go into your bed. Paul, I hope you go into bed because this is real late. Okay.
or whoever's bed.
Oh, yeah, hey, hey, we don't try to be in your business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We don't want to soil no names, if that's, exactly. We can keep that on the hush, treat it like Vegas here at the New York. Okay, that's your business. That's your business. Okay. So the same way that we come in is the same way that we leave. So I'm going to be asking you all to unmute yourselves and to yell some love out and some encouragement to your community, to yourselves, to get you through the rest of the week and hopefully to see us again next Thursday as I count down from 10 things I'd like you to remember and take with you for your strengthening of your spirit. All right. So please unmute yourselves and unleash your love on each other.
Love y'all. Miss y'all.
Peace. Thank you. Thank you for accepting.
Love y'all.
Endless thank
And
yous.
good to see
Thank you all for
Rod,
your
Jazz,
thank
Melinda for coming through.
Governor's Island 2023. As soon as you know the dates, let me know so I can buy some plane tickets. I will see you all in 2023. Governor's Island, let me know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
May the words
Thanks,
come true.
beautiful people.
Mark Colby, thank you for coming through. We appreciate your energy. We hope you had a great time. We hope you really enjoy your time and come through, man. Really,
Very
really
nice.
share if you feel
Really.
comfortable. Come back through.
I'll come through.
See you on Sunday, Tez.
Thanks.
And number one, remember who loves you and return to them often. We love
Who
you.
loves you, baby? Like Kojak, where's my sucker? Who loves you, baby? For real.
Peace,
Take
love,
it
and
easy,
poetry,
folks.
y'all. Peace, love, and
Love
poetry.
y'all.
Words
y'all.
are the spells.